Alright, hi everyone, I'm doing my part. I'm PieScythe, and this is Starship Troopers Terran Command, a game which I am very excited to be playing for this event. Today we're going to be playing Jumbo Drop by KillWithFire. So let's hit the play button and see what happens. Okay, that, no briefing or anything, we're just getting dropped into this. So my secondary objective says I can jumbo units by selecting them and setting them to hold fire near a barracks. What does that do? Oh, I see. There's more soldiers per unit now. That's pretty cool. And, wow, no time to prepare. It's just the bug time. Let's throw up an HMG turret. And let's throw a grenade, because these bugs are coming in hot and fast. And we've got a bunch of supplies available. Let's see, we can get Mark II troopers, we can get E-Pulse troopers, let's get some of these. We can get combat engineers, radio operator, I think I need that. We are really just getting rushed. Let's get some combat engineers over here. Oh, there goes the radio operator. Good thing those are completely expendable. We really need to stabilize. It's a shame that I can only jumbo at the rifle troopers. The jumbo rifle troopers seem good, but I don't want to just be made of rifle troopers, you know? Let's fix up this turret. And let's see. So we can get a radio operator. Let's see if this one actually lives. This is such an important unit for being able to reinforce troops in the field. And because of the jumbo mechanic, I think I want even more rifle troopers. So our primary objective is to reclaim the refinery and clear out the bug hives. Alright. I don't know where the refinery or the bug hives are, but I guess we'll learn. And we also need to capture some radio relays and capture the fleet relays radio relay in the northwest. And what other units do we have here? We can get the grinder, which is good against lightly armored ground targets and air targets, and we can get a tactical officer. And we can eventually get the Fortis E-Pulse troopers and the fleet liaison. I have not gotten to play with these before. I don't remember this. I think that's the other new unit. So we need to start gaining ground here. Let's push these guys onto this ridge. Let's bring the combat engineers up. The rifle troopers here seem... I think this and the E-Pulse troopers is enough to hold this flank. Let's get the combat engineers in range. We need to get a feel for what's going on around here. No tigers or anything yet, so I think just sticking with the rifles is good enough. We don't need to turn them in for more aggressive troops. Actually, let's send the combat engineers over here and bring the E-Pulse troopers over here. I think combat engineers will be good for holding this position, and the E-Pulses will work well here since we already have a unit to push. Let's see, for this one, I'm going to go with the shotgun suppression because it's a button that I can just hit and have do things. It's not like the intricacies of grenades. Now that looks like a marker over there. That's interesting, that's good to know. And we've got lots and lots of warriors incoming, as is the perpetual mood of this game. Looks like they're coming from here. I'm going to push the E-Pulse troopers to here. That is a drone nest. I want to get rid of that. Let's push the E-Pulses further and further in this direction. Let's bring the radio operator, let's bring the combat engineers, and let's do the overcharge here. Oh, radio operator is taking a lot of damage. We're not going to be able to hold this position, huh? Alright, everyone. Time to leave. Fall back to the HMG turret. And I should have remembered this ability existed. Throw the incendiary grenade. It is a spectacular ability, and I do not want to waste it by not using it. Now for this, let's see, how do I get... Oh yeah, this is a reinforcement pad. So, remind me, where's the reinforcements button? Here we go, here we go. This takes my dropships, but it's not like I need the dropships for anything else immediately anyway. Let's get the flame trooper here and reinforced. And can we get another radio operator? Surely this one won't randomly die. Now this HMG turret's not doing anything for us. I think we want to put the HMG turret somewhere better, like here. And once we get this up, that should help us have some covering fire as we push forward. So let's bring the E-pulses forward, let's bring the radio operator forward, let's bring the combat engineers forward. Thankfully we've at least managed to extract some of the drones from that drone nest, but still, this isn't a very good opening, I don't think. Let's bring our forces forward. Oh, these rifle guys have made it to elite. Let's get them at the shotgun suppression. We need the radio operator to not be in front and be the one taking damage. Let's advance undercover this incendiary. Unit under attack? Yeah, barely. Radio operator, bring a bit forward just to be in position. And now we're starting to get the drones from that nest. So let's see if we can hold this position or if we're going to get pushed out of here. Drone nest is empty, and our combat engineers have demo charge. Let's see if we can run these forward and demo charge the nest. Nope. That's bad. Just blow the demo charge behind you, please. And we'll use the radio operator to reinforce the squad. I wonder if we can hold this with only one unit. I feel like I want the two there to be safe. Maybe another rifle troopers would just be better than these E-pulse troopers, because while it's a less high-tech unit, I would be able to jumbo it and just get a lot more actual troopers. Anyway, let's push forward, let's push forward. Now let's actually land this demo charge. Drop it and run. Cool, 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 awesome. This flank seems fine, this stuff seems fine. E-pulse troopers have made it to elite. Alright, let's go for the flashbang. That seems more useful than having the ability to build and repair in a place where I already have combat engineers. Let's see what this does. Oh, that is all units, huh? Blast them. And let's see if we can push forward, see where these guys are coming from. Is this just off-map reinforcements? Because if so, that's pretty annoying. Looks like we've lost some guys from the E-pulse troopers, so let's get those patched up. That's why we brought the radio operator. Let's just keep slow pushing forward in this direction. Looks like there's a gap in the advance of the bug, so let's keep pushing, let's keep pushing. These are holding. These are holding. Combat engineers. Let's get Blazing Spear on these. That feels like a really good defensive ability. I really hope there's something over here. This map looked so much smaller before I remembered how hard it would be to actually push forward in a position like this. Because we have to, like, carefully leapfrog our unit. Okay, okay. It's really starting to look like these are just off-map reinforcements. Yep, there's the reinforcement point. So we can't cut off the flow of bugs here. We need to just bring this force back. Let's throw this to cover our retreat. Oh, that did not get the job done, did it? Well, that sucks. So I'm going to try out this grinder. Oh no, the radio operator's in front. Let's reinforce the radio operator and get the dropship fire support. And now we have this thing, which can elevate itself for a short duration, letting it see over obstacles. Okay. And it's got guns. I suppose there are worse things to have than guns. Notably, this thing does not seem to fire while moving like some other vehicles do. Wish I could get more stuff onto the field, but I'm really just stuck with this number of units. I wonder how durable this thing is. Let's... It seems like the bugs aren't really hitting it. Oh, yeah. That cannot withstand close combat at all. Let's pull the combat engineers over here and repair that. Seems like this unit is very okay. It's probably good in its actual intended anti-air role, but right now there's no air to be anti. And the rifle troopers seem to be doing pretty well. Can we re-jumbo these? We do not seem to have additional jumboed them. I'm just going to have to trust in this squad to hold. Ah, E-Pulse troopers are truly one of the units. Why did I get these? I should just, like, send them off if I'm this dissatisfied with them, but not feeling it. Maybe I should push this direction instead, since I don't like this position where I'm just going to get flanked. Let's have the rifles and the E-pulses hold this. That should be enough to be a stable position. And then the other stuff can push this way. We've just got to push through this endless torrent of bugs. Let's reinforce the combat engineers. Have I seriously been trapped in my base for 10 minutes? Not a good sign. Let's try out this engine overcharge. Oh, okay, cool. So it lets me get a bit more vision too. That's good. And meanwhile, I'm holding here, barely. Let's bring all the units forward now that there's a gap in the flow. Move them forward, move them forward. Make sure the combat engineers don't get in too much trouble. This rifle position does not feel stable. Let's just to pull out the shotguns, do some shotgun suppression there. And let's scout down this way with the combat engineers. That appears annoying. Let's blazing spear down this drone nest. I've had better plans. Okay, I am super losing my rifle troopers here. We need to bring something back here to actually hold this position, because if we lose this base, it's game over. Thankfully, incendiary grenade is very good, and I'm glad I brought it. Let's get some more rifle troopers. And throw down this grenade. And the incendiary is going to be back off cooldown in a couple seconds. That's good. That's excellent. Hopefully this way we can clear all of the dudes out of our base. And let's head over here and jumbo these guys up. This position feels pretty good. It's a really good choke point. So I'm going to bring the jumboed rifle troopers over here. The grinder has... Okay, so I can engine overcharge while dropping a pool of burning fuel below, or I can do an indirect fire barrage. I think this feels better since it doesn't require pulling my guy out of position. Let's push forward, let's push forward. There's a drone nest up ahead. That's not ideal, but it's an opportunity to test out this thing. That does not do anything to that. Definitely not an anti-building skill, clearly. Let's see if we can pull dropship fire support to thin out this stuff. Throw a grenade. Throw out the flashbang. And let's see what this indirect fire barrage does. Good, good, good. We're not losing. I like not losing. And the new combat NGs are back at Elite. Let's get demo charge, since it actually would have won instead of being bad here. Grenade. Let's dropship fire support, but actually put the drone nest in range this time. It's got no drones in it, but I still don't like the look of it. I like this advanced path a lot more. It is not constantly getting flanked, and I think that's a good characteristic. Not convinced of the quality of this particular ability. At least the unit itself does a decent amount of damage. Let's push forward now that we've got this nest down. see if we can gain some ground here, and let's use the dropship position to get our couple of missing E-Pulse guys back. We've got warriors, we've got drones. Those seem to be the only two enemy types. I assume once we start taking out hives, we'll have a bit more going on here in the enemy department. Let's incendiary this to take a little bit of pressure off our guys. And let's put this in the air so we can see up this ramp. Doesn't seem like there's immediately anything up there, but that looks artificial, so I'm going to go investigate it. Huh. Okay, what's this? Drones. Is there anything up here except bugs? Common question in Starship Troopers. Is there anything except bugs? And now it's time to experience the drone nest once again. Let's grenade this. Let's indirect fire barrage this area. And it'll run out of drones soon. There we go. The final drones. Meanwhile at base seems to be holding indefinitely. It just doesn't seem to be workable with one unit. I do need 2 units there to hold this position, which is unfortunate. Let's move, let's move, let's move. Let's bring the weapons platform forward, and let's bring these guys forward. Nice. Keep pushing this direction. So I wonder if this is another off-map reinforcement point, or if there's something I can get here. Either way, I think we need to reinforce this radio operator. So let's drop zone and let's... Why can't I request reinforcements on this? Is the unit actually at full strength? Okay, I don't like this. We are getting flanked. Let's rifle battery overcharge and see if we can clear all of the stuff out. Now our E-Pulse troopers just can't shoot at all. I guess we just leave them in front. And let's push up here. I am beginning to suspect that this is the other off-map reinforcement point for the enemy. And we're not going to get anything done by pushing over there. Let's confirm that hypothesis. Yeah, that's an off-map reinforcement point if I've ever seen one. I guess we push up this way. And all the stuff coming at us from behind, we're just going to have to cope with. I do not like it when my radio operators are in melee. Let's end that. That's a supply cache. I would really like to get that. Heck yeah, that's another unit slot. I should be able to get something more to supplement my offensive now. I guess we just get a combat engineer since it's the most useful thing I can get for 2.
Engineers report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Roger that. Affirmative. Sir.
And it's very useful indeed since the grinder here is taking a lot of damage and I would like to keep it alive.
Affirmative. Roger that.
The question though is, how do I get the combat engineer to here?
Standing by. Sir.
Going to get some vision on the high ground there. That is a radio relay. Okay. Let's bring the E-pulses up here and see if we can take that.
Come on, you apes.
Radio relay, radio relay.
More material.
Boom. That is more material for us. So what do we do with more material? Okay, I think we need the combat engineers here to hold the attack from both directions. That's unfortunate.
Sir. What do you need?
And at this position, I think we just hold here for a bit. Looks like there's a hive right here. So I would like to eventually push forward and clear this out, but we're going to want to take this slow.
Engineers reporting.
Okay, I don't like the damage I'm taking on these combat engineers. I'm going to bring them up here and throw up an HMG turret.
Sir.
Let's do this to get space. Let's do this to get space.
Tell us what to do.
And once the turret goes up, we should be in a better place.
Instruction.
And now let's get our second HMG turret, since we've got the material for 2. And I think it's more useful than spending it on the units I can get right now.
Instruction complete. Engineers report.
And now I feel a lot better about my position.
Move out.
Let's get reinforcements for the combat engineers now, since I lost one of them. And let's see what's going on over here. It would appear that my troops are... Oh.
Tell us what to do.
I guess the bugs can just rush the turrets. I'm going to want to put these on the high ground to cover the turrets then. Let's get this guy fixed up. And this hive doesn't feel like it's got a lot of bugs in it right now. I am always cautious about destroying hives though, because that usually leads to stronger bugs appearing, and I don't feel confident dealing with that right now.
Sir. Roger that. Affirmative.
Let's bring the radio guy forward, let's bring the E-pulse guys and the rifle guys forward, and let's start chewing some of the bugs. Oh, okay. There's a lot of bugs in that hive, actually.
Standing by.
Let's see if we can start pulling them out into our formation.
Look alive, troopers. Sir. Affirmative. Sir, yes, sir.
And this position looks secure for the moment. Big fan of positions that are secure. I really hope there isn't a supply cache down here. It would be quite embarrassing if there was.
Sir. Troopers standing by. Roger that. Look
So
out. Yes,
let's
sir.
see if we can get closer and closer to that hive entrance.
Roger that.
Just a slow creep as we bait out more and more of the bugs. And I'm going to acquire a beverage.
A unit has been promoted, sir. 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 Yes, sir.
Sir. Order received.
Operator, ran the rotors.
Oh, looks like there's something of interest up here. That might be it better to go for first, rather than taking out the hive first, since the hive doesn't seem to be doing very much.
Trace them down.
Squad, follow
Keep
me.
on spinning.
Once again, that means it's time to use this for high ground vision. The high ground vision at will is honestly a really useful component of the grinder. I think it's a fun thing to have on a unit.
Engineers reporting. Troopers standing by.
Okay, we need to hit shotguns for this, I think. And also hit the dropship fire support. We gotta keep these guys off of our soldiers.
Sir.
Now let's bring the E-pulses forward. Oh, I kind of thought all of the drones would have rushed us by now, but no luck.
Affirmative.
I guess the drones are rushing us
Yes, sir.
now
Affirmative.
instead of earlier. Let's see if we can just hit the drone nest from here
Sir.
using the low ground.
Come on, Luis. Do it.
Fire shotguns, fire shotguns. Ah, do we go for the reinforcements? Yeah, I think we need to go for the reinforcements here. And then we can fend off this giant rush of bugs.
Look alive, troopers.
They just keep appearing. It's infuriating. Can't have anything, it's all just bugs.
Infantry standing by.
And of course this hit its cooldown, so there's even more bugs now.
Roger that. Squad, follow me. Affirmative.
But on the bright side, that is a supply cache, so coming up this way was clearly worth it.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Let's bring the grinder forward.
Sir. Yes, sir. Troopers squad moving out.
Sir. Roger that. Order received.
And if we just occupy this high ground, that should be nice and helpful.
Look alive. Follow me.
Now let's push forward and take the supply cache. Good, 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 good.
Sir.
2 supply? What do we do with 2 supply here? Maybe we actually tried to get a combat engineers to our front lines this time.
Sir. Haul ass. Get your gear. We're moving out.
Seems like it's going to be really hard to do that, though,
Tell us what to do.
because there's a constant stream of bugs obstructing both exits from our base.
Infantry standing by. Troopers standing by. Yes, sir. Squad, open fire.
I suppose I should just...
Die.
Never mind, I guess I'm just pinned in this location. That's cool. No, not the radio operator. Land the reinforcements. Oh, tough luck. So I guess now I need to get a radio op and a combat engineer out here.
Squad, follow yes, me. Sir.
This seems like a time for me to just fall back.
Open fire.
Or maybe this group is just wiping. I feel like this group's just wiping. So, let's try again. I would like 1 grinder, I would like some rifles, I would like...
Engineers affirmative.
I'm definitely just going to get 2 sets of rifles this time instead of the E-pulses.
Orders? Yes, sir. Tell us what to do. Roger that.
And to my eternal annoyance, we also need the radio op.
Engineers reporting.
Listen up.
Sir. Yes, sir. Dispatching.
Sir.
So let's hit the hold fire to jumbo this unit. Where's our other rifles? We need to jumbo these two.
Trooper with me.
Hit it, and they are jumboed.
Listen up.
So we've got a lot of guys here now,
All ass.
which means we can start pushing down this way.
Affirmative. Give him hell.
Standing on the move.
Slow step by slow step.
Good job, trooper. Roger that. Roger that. Affirmative, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, en route.
Engineers here. I have yes, sir.
Squad ready.
Let's just leapfrog our troops in classic style.
Sir. Future here. We're moving in. Affirmative.
Troopers, listen up.
Oh, looks like this thing is just giving us vision now. That's really helpful.
Engineers here. All ass.
Sir, with me.
Sir, roger that.
And this time I am going to send a unit down here to check out everything that's happening. Let's see if we can grenade that drone nest. It won't kill it, but it'll annoy it quite greatly.
Affirmative.
Oh no, the radio operator, because of a random warrior that just got through.
Coming up. Give him hell.
What? Why can't I hit this guy?
Barbecued bug. Coming up. Engineers here. Roger that.
Standing by.
We've got a unit under attack.
Alright, we need the radio op.
Sir? Yes, sir.
Combat engineers are just getting
Tell us what to
killed
do.
by a random drone for some reason.
Sir. Dispatch engineers here. Roger that.
Trooper. Roger that.
Let's bring these guys into this corner while I just pretend that things are okay over here.
Sir. Affirmative.
Sir, on the move.
And that was a waste of time.
Affirmative.
What's this thing, though? Is this just terrain?
Affirmative.
Or can we go up this? Okay, we can go up this, but it doesn't help. Classic.
Roger that. Orders? Affirmative.
Let's refill the combat engineers and keep pushing forward.
Standing by.
Sir?
Revving the rotor. Open fire.
Sir, fire.
We need to get rid of this drone unit,
Standing by.
and I think these rifles have lost some guys, so I'm going to send them back and re-jumbo them. This jumbo mechanic is really powerful, but it also really requires keeping the drones off my guys.
Let's go. Yes, sir.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Sir.
En route. Grind them down.
Troopers, listen up. On the move. Open fire.
Orders?
It's just bugs. We gotta do this slow advance all over again because of the endless bug tide.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders. Roger that. Squad, ready for orders.
Let it rip.
Engineers here. Sir. Give him hell. Orders?
Fire at will.
Good, 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 good. We're cleaning this stuff up. Now let's advance and take out this squad. Let's take out this squad, and let's throw an incendiary to mess with these guys.
Good shot, troopers.
Engineers here. All ass. Roger that. Sir. Sir. Affirmative.
Sir, affirmative. Squad,
Roger
ready
that.
Push forward, push forward.
for move out.
I miss Marauders.
Awaiting orders. Roger that.
Engineers here. Cook those bugs. Yes, sir.
Listen up.
Roger that. Commencing hostile communications. Sir, affirmative. Sir,
Let's just keep shooting these. We're almost to the ramp. And once we're up the ramp, maybe we can start actually getting things done.
commencing hostile communications. Engineers here.
Until then, we just keep shooting these.
Haul ass. Give him hell. Get your gear. We're moving out.
Standing by.
And we need to grenade behind us. Let's get this thing into the air. And my combat engineers over here. Let's get demo charge for aggressive action. Then let's get shotguns on these.
With me.
And I'm going to actually just push down this hive this time. I think it's necessary. The grinders hit elite status. Let's try the other ability.
Engineers here.
I don't like this position. We're getting outflanked really badly.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I want this stuff to be going onto our base, not onto this. So let's see if we can push more in this way.
Yes, sir. Orders. Haul ass. Barbecue.
And we need the combat engineers actually firing.
Yes, sir.
Let's incendiary this, see if we can wear them down.
Sir. Roger that.
Engineers here. Get your gear. We're moving out.
Let's just keep going.
Troopers, listen up.
Fire, fire. Cool.
Engineers here. Haul ass.
Standing by. On the move. Sir. Roger that. Roger that. Yes, sir. Sir.
That is a lot of units.
Squad, ready for orders.
Sir, affirmative.
We absolutely need to incendiary this. And I am the world's worst person at keeping radio ops alive.
Orders. Affirmative.
I guess we're on our own. Shotgun these down.
Awaiting orders. Listen up.
There's so many guys.
Engineers here. Get your gear. We're moving out.
But hey, at least we've got most of the bugs cleared out of this hive now. Unfortunately, reinforcements are popping out of this tunnel, so that's bad. I think we need to shotgun these. And get this into the air. Oh, that is a much bigger area than I was expecting. We lost a lot of our rifles there. Okay, this is the big opening. Let's send these guys in and clear out that hive.
Get your gear.
Go, 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 go. Excellent. According to reports, another bug hive has been destroyed.
We're moving out. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Heck yeah, it has. And there doesn't seem to be a new unit type popping up immediately, so that's good. I like it when I don't get punished for destroying hives.
Awaiting orders. Listen up. Roger that. Move out.
Now, while I was complaining about
Listen up.
baiting all of the enemies from this path, I think now we need to sit in this path so we can get our radio op back here. Boop. And let's pull the radio op over here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I think we just hold this position until the radio op shows up. Okay, we got the radio op through. Let's get an extra combat engineer now. And now where do we go?
Squad, ready for orders.
Grind him down. Operator standing by.
Shop traversing, sir.
I think this direction doesn't seem to have bugs coming from it.
Squad, Roger that.
Standing
Roger
by.
that.
Fire at will.
Waiting kill him. Let's go.
Orders? Haul ass. Call. Roger that. Sir. Order received.
Listen up.
Shop traversing.
Engineers here. Yes, sir.
So at this point we want to de-aggro this stream of bugs and just deal with the stuff that's coming from up here.
Cook those bugs. Orders? Get your gear. We're moving out. Haul ass. Yes, sir.
Let's just push in the direction of this high ground.
Sir, on
When
the
in
move.
doubt, you always want to be on high ground in these games.
Affirmative.
If there's any game that punishes you for that, please let me know in the comments. It would be very funny.
Troopers, listen up.
Affirmative. Get your gear. We're moving out. Haul
Sir.
ass.
Yes, sir.
Let's bring the rifles to this platform, and let's bring the radio op into the back.
Standing
With me.
by.
What's up here?
On the move.
It's a mystery that I want to see solved. Looks like there's drones up here. I would like to unsolve this mystery, please.
Comms. Roger that. Get your gear. We're moving out.
Sir.
Sir. Haul ass. Get your gear. We're moving out. Haul ass. Sir. Roger that.
Let's see if we can get the radio operator into a better firing position.
Engineers here. Sir. Barbecued bug coming up. Affirmative. Roger that.
And now we can torch this nest and get those supplies.
On the move.
Engineers here.
It's always so awkward that supplies come in groups of 2, but most units come in 3 supply.
Revving the rotor. Follow
Let's see what I can see if I do overcharge here. Wow, that's a lot of unplayable ground.
Yes, sir. Roger
Let's
that.
bring these forward,
Standing
Roger
by.
that.
and let's attack into this drone nest.
Roger that.
turbines ready.
Orders? Haul ass. Get your gear. We're moving out.
Let's throw the incendiary to get all of these drones off my case.
Sir, yes, sir.
Call.
And I think we just drain the drone nest again. I don't really feel like being proactive about these.
Troopers, listen up.
Sir.
Listen up.
Just sit here and watch victory occur. And I'm going to send the combat NGs to scout in this direction while we're clearing this out.
Haul ass.
Looks like there's a bunch of
Get your gear.
dirt.
We're moving out. Haul ass.
There definitely appears to be a large amount of dirt in this direction.
Our turrets are under attack.
Roger that.
Wait, something's hitting the turrets? Oh, uh-oh.
What do you need? Move out. Sir, haul ass. Barbecued vermin. Roger that. Yes, sir.
We've got
Okay,
equipment under
hopefully
attack.
that'll be safer now.
Orders?
And this is just the edge of the map. Let's pull that squad back to our main group.
Engineers? Now, here's the engineers here. Roger that.
Let's have these combat engineers fix this HMG turret while these cover the position. And let's build an HMG turret here
Sir,
while these combat engineers cover it. I think 2 flamer squads will be better for holding this ramp.
Construction
orders,
complete.
get your gear.
Look
We're
sharp,
moving out. Yes,
troopers.
sir.
I guess some... Actually, where did the bugs that were going through here go? Because they don't seem to be attacking it through here anymore. Maybe that's the stream of bugs that's coming at me here.
Engineers, get your gear.
Let's bring the combat engineers up here. That's just a warrior squad that was sitting there not doing anything.
Yes, sir.
Nothing else, just some bugs. And that looks like a wrecked dropship. Ooh, uh-oh. I don't have the tools to deal with that. Move, move, move.
Troopers, listen up.
Let's demo charge it. Heck yeah. I guess we do have the tools to deal with that. I don't really have any dedicated anti-armor units, but who needs that when you have grenade?
Let's go. Orders affirmative.
Troopers, listen up.
Engineers here. We're moving out.
Standing
On the
by.
move. Comms. Roger.
Oh, there's the radio op. I was really scared for a moment. Let's see if this refills my jumbo squad or not. Nope, seems like I need to make it to a barracks if I want to re-jumbo these squads.
Troopers, listen up.
Orders. Yes, sir. Haul ass.
Let's just steadily push in this direction. Slowly, carefully, methodically. And let's bring the combat engineers over here to scout chariot bugs. Okay,
Engineers here.
that's a unit.
Give 'em hell.
Let's incendiary this.
Yes, sir. Barbecued bug coming up.
And the crossfire here is doing really good work. Let's push these guys forward and get the radio ops into a firing position. And I'm just going to get this in the air.
Orders. Get your gear. We're moving out.
Now, what's up here? Was it just the chariot bugs?
We're moving out.
Oh, that is a fleet relay.
Roger that. Yes, sir. Orders. Roger that. Yes, sir.
What do I do with this? Oh, I have to capture the fleet relays radio relay. Good going, everyone. So, I actually need this over here, and that'll activate the fleet relay.
Engineers here.
So let's grab this.
Dropships on standby. Ready for
Excellent. So that's +2 dropships, +20 material, and can I use this as a reinforcement platform? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, I can.
Yes, sir.
I just don't need reinforcements on this unit, I guess.
Gear. We're moving out.
So that gives us vision over here, which indicates a barracks. Let's push down this ramp.
Troopers, listen up.
Orders. Affirmative.
Shotgun this to clear the space.
Standing by.
Push forward, push forward.
On the move.
Sir, let's go.
Comms. Order received. Sir. Roger that.
What's going on up here? Oh, why is there this one drone? It didn't go anywhere. I kind of thought it would just attack my base, but no, it is sitting on a hill. Well,
We're moving out.
I guess if the drone just sits on a hill, the drone doesn't die. So maybe this drone is just smarter than all the other bugs.
Engineers here.
The real brain bug was the drones all along. Okay, I've detected a small but pressing issue with this barracks.
Barbecued bug coming up.
This appears to be a hive. What do we see if we put this in the air?
a unit has been promoted.
Nothing. But hey, our radio op got to elite, so we can use dropship fire support. For a unit that I lose so often, this is a unit where elite is really valuable because it adds an ability that has a very different dimension than the base unit. As in, normally your radio op is just the reinforcement point, but once you get it to elite, you can actually use it to do a lot of damage instead of just being the reinforcement bot. Okay, I'm probably pushing this grinder too far forward. Let's see what happens now. Okay, we've barely gotten anything done.
Standing by.
This is such a narrow position to attack into. I don't really like it. But I suppose we just keep going. And I'm going to go ahead and use my combat engineers to throw up a grenade turret here. Let's push this forward and see if we can get vision on. Okay, that's not a very useful thing to have vision on, still.
Instruction.
Let's drop this to make sure we're covered as we get this turret set up. And I would really like to get onto this high ground. Having the high ground working against me is horrible. Let's get the grinder in the air, and I think we need to shotgun this. Pull the radio op forward a bit so it's in the middle of the formation. Can I hold this? This feels bad. Let's get some vision up there, and then leapfrog these rifles.
Let's go. Roger that.
If we can get the rifles all the way up here, that's going to be really good, because then we won't have any vision issues. Let's shotgun this to make sure we can take the space. Let's grenade this. And let's bring the grinder up. I guess this is the big refinery that we're going for.
Sir. Roger that.
So this is a refinery control, which is right next to a bunch of supply depots and such, but also it's a hive. So I'm going to save before I do anything with this refinery.
Comm space is operational, sir.
And oh hey, we got the refinery comm space. Really good. And then we can jump this up using its special ability. And now we have an extra 25 supply. Let's get the Fortis E-Pulse. Let's get a fleet liaison. Let's get some Mark II troopers. Mark IIs. And now we're out of dropships, I think. This refinery is such a good position. What do these guys do? I can deploy a field barricade. Well, this isn't a good position for that, it seems. I need a big open space to use this. Or I can just set them up here. That's good. So there's bug tunnels here, but where's the actual hive?
Sir. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Also, I'd love to get down to the barracks, because then I can jumbo all of my new units. Speaking of which, we need more dropships. We need to use our dropships. Let's get this, and let's get this. Just getting this refinery has been such a gigantic power spike, and it's kind of concerning what I'm expected to use this power spike on.
Standing by. Sir. Yes, sir.
I suddenly don't know how to control all of my guys. Let's push the Mark IIs down to the barracks.
Sir. Yes, sir. Roger that. Affirmative.
Okay, that's what the actual hive is. Okay, so we jumbo these, we
We've got a unit under attack.
jumbo these. What unit is under attack? This position's fine. This situation seems reasonable.
Sir? Roger that. Come on, people. Yes, sir.
Let's bring these downhill a bit.
Get ready. Moving to position.
I think we need to push forward. Let's unbarricade the Fortis troopers so we can bring them down. We really need a more aggressive stance here if we ever want to get to this bug hive. So let's bring these down. Let's bring the radio operator down.
A unit has been promoted, sir.
Some of my Mark IIs already made it to Elite. That is really a sign of how much stuff is coming at us. And it looks like that hive sent all of its troops, so let's send the Mark IIs down there to clean it out. And then what? I assume this isn't the last hive because we've got half the map unexplored at the moment.
A unit has been promoted, sir. We've got a unit under attack.
Just waiting forever for all of these guys to go into the hive. And boom! Victory for humanity! The bug hive in the refinery has been cleared.
Sir, intel reports a new bug threat in our sector.
And now there's tiger bugs. As expected. Well, that's what the Mark II jumbos are for.
Affirmative. Roger that. Sir,
Move out. Check your lines of fire.
So, is this position going to be okay now that there's tigers? I hope so.
get ready. Moving to position. Yes, sir.
Let's jumbo this up. Can we? Why isn't the jumbo working?
Affirmative. Sir, roger that.
Squad, ready for orders.
Sir, yes, sir.
Well, regardless, let's just send these guys forward. Let's see if we can jumbo this one. Maybe the squad needs to be at full capacity to get jumboed.
Affirmative.
Sir,
Let's just send these guys back up here
Sir, move.
and see if we can jumbo this. We should bring the fleet liaison forward so they are actually doing damage. And let's bring these units forward as well. I kind of thought victory for humanity would mean we just won, but no, I guess we do actually have to do the final hive.
Move out.
Fine by me, it means we get to actually do the rest of this map.
Firing will.
So let's push forward. This refinery is just worth so much.
Sir, moving to position.
The fleet liaison feels really cool these days. I love just watching the air support come in.
roger that.
Sir, affirmative.
Sir,
Let's push forward, let's push forward, let's push these guys forward.
oh, it's about ready to go.
How's the original base feeling? It seems pretty good even though there's tigers. Oh, dang it. Well, that's a tragedy. But they died doing what they loved most. Lighting things on fire.
Weapons platform ready.
Squad, ready.
Affirmative.
Engineers reporting.
Engineers, follow me. Yes, sir. Stash your tools and move out.
Sir, affirmative.
Get ready.
Squad, moving out.
Sir, roger.
Let's bring all of these guys forward to put more pressure on the bugs. I assume the final hive is going to be in here because that's where all the bugs seem to be coming from at this point.
Sir, yes, sir.
And these units, I guess I can't jumbo these.
Turbine spinning.
Fleet Liaison made it to Elite. So let's get that orbital strike.
Look alive.
Roger that. Moving to position. Roger that.
Ready
Roger
to go.
that.
Squad.
All right, everyone. There's no bugs, so push forward, push forward.
Sir.
Burn them! Engineers, now on, people!
I wonder where that last relay is. I assume it's
Roger that.
in front of the hive in this area.
Get ready. Move fast. Roger that. Now we're cooking with gas. Sir.
We've got a unit under attack.
Keep on spinning.
Let's pull these guys out. They seem a bit
Unit has been
overwhelmed.
promoted, sir.
Yes, sir. If we ain't dying, we ain't trying.
It feels, after all of that grinding through with a few units, so powerful to just have a wall of men and women.
Affirmative. Go, fleet engineer. Yes, sir.
Good shot. Roger that. Roger that.
Standing by.
Roger that. Sir.
Move out.
Ready to go.
So what's up here? Is this going to be our last relay? Let's pop up and see what's up there. That's a supply cache. I will go for that. I know I feel like I have a lot of supply because I do have a huge amount of supply. But you know what's better than a huge amount of supply? Huge amount plus 2.
Sir. Roger that. Open fire.
So this, I assume, is the final hive.
Troopers, listen up.
Let's flak this. And, okay, so this is also part of that hive. That's uncomfortable.
Standing by.
Ugh, this cluster of troops is terrible. They're all on red. I hate that. Let's bring the grinder forward.
We've got a unit under attack.
And this position is, to my surprise, doing pretty well. I'm going to reinforce all of these combat engineers.
All ass. Yes, sir.
And let's push down here and get the supply cache.
Affirmative.
That's going to be pretty nice,
Move out.
because the extra 2 supply of units will be crucial in our war effort.
Fire at will.
So, wait, maybe there's 2 hives, because there's a 3 hive right here. But I'm not convinced that this is connected to that hive.
A unit has been promoted, sir.
Listen up. Standing by. I'm on the way.
Let's bring the fleet liaison down here, so we can reinforce our units. Let's pop this up, because I have nothing better to do with it.
Tell us what to do.
And we've got this line holding pretty well. Mark II troopers not holding well at all. Good thing we've got so many guys.
Troopers, move out. With me.
And the hive strength is at 0, so let's clear this hive. This is very clearly a 3 hive, so the hive up here is a different hive.
Listen up. On the move.
And I think that means we need to bring these down here. And also actually use that 2 supply I was so obsessive about to get more combat engineers.
Sir, haul ass. Get your gear. We're moving out. What do you need?
And we need to reinforce this group. Let's keep pushing forward. Let's keep pushing forward. I want to find that last orbital relay for great value.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Come on, people.
And this base seems to be holding. Let's reinforce these combat engineers.
Oh, it's about
Yes, sir.
to get real.
On the move.
Now, what's up here?
Sir, move it or lose it, people. Get to that position.
Is it going to be bugs? Oh, it is just some cool high ground.
Affirmative.
And that is a very exposed supply cache. Wish I'd gotten that earlier in the mission. Let's flak this. Wait, those only hit air unit. What am I doing? It says air units. Why did I get this ability?
Listen up. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Squad, roger that.
Ready to go.
Sir, yes, sir. Please.
Follow me. Sir, yes, sir.
A unit has been promoted, sir.
So what's going on over here? Oh, that's part of a hive. It is a size 1 hive.
On the move.
Freaky. Such a lack of commitment from the bugs.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Hives are supposed to involve effort, you know?
Yes, sir.
Engineers. Affirmative. Now,
Let's get the rest of the bugs out of this thing.
what do you need? Come on, people.
And invade the most pathetic hive.
Roger
Alright,
that.
can these guys go into the hive without walking into the incendiary? I don't know if they can. There we go. Our brave troopers have cleared out a bug hive.
Live, troopers.
Yes, they have.
Come on, people. Move out.
Where is that last relay?
Sir, intel reports a new bug threat in our sector.
Oh, hopper bugs.
Roger that.
Well, I guess that's for all of the anti-air equipment we've got. Let's push forward.
Standing by. Roger that.
So, I wasn't recording this, but I actually opened up this mission before I started recording for a little bit to make sure everything was working. And you know what happened? I got killed in the 2 minutes I spent testing. So this big improvement over that.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
This mission really rushes you fast. It pins you down early on, but once you get to the refinery, everything just kind of clicks into place. It feels like maybe the refinery was supposed to be the final challenge, and now I'm just on cleanup duty. But the refinery was only a type 4 bug hive. It wasn't that big.
Roger that. Yes, sir.
Oh, wait. I'm actually blind. The relay was here all along. Let's pick this thing up.
Move it or lose it, people.
Squad, ready.
And let's close in on the final hive.
Our turrets are under attack.
I want to see this thing do its actual job. But the hoppers only seem to be on the other side. Let's just put this in the air. Heck yeah, that's our relay.
Roger that. Affirmative.
Now we just need to close this out.
Sir, this way.
Sir, affirmative.
So, are we going to see what this thing does to hoppers, or no?
With me.
Sir, affirmative.
Sir, roger that.
Operator standing to.
So, I bet if I set up the Fortis E-pulses right next to the hive entrance, they'll be able to hold that position really well. Alright, do your job. You're supposed to be an anti-air platform. Well, the air units definitely ceased to exist after I did that. I can see a really good use case for the Fortis E-Pulse troopers here. You can just park them next to the hive entrance, and they won't die as things rush them. That seems like a really good thing for a unit to have. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to explore their lead ability, but still, good to actually know what the new unit is for. Oh, that's not good. The bugs have just lost one of their filthy hives. Oh. Oh. Oh, we're not done. Uh-oh.
Your orders? Roger
We
that.
gotta defend the refinery for 15 minutes.
Our turrets are under attack.
And ideally also hold this thing.
What do you need? Yes, sir. Orders? Haul ass.
Our turrets are under attack. We've got a unit under attack.
Sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Squad.
Our turrets are
Roger
under
that.
attack.
This way. Look sharp, troopers.
Roger that.
Troopers, listen up. Fire! Sir.
Our turrets are under attack. We've lost contact with the comm space.
And there goes that base. Hope we didn't need the stuff from that.
Fire
Our
at will.
turrets are under attack.
Sir, affirmative. Tell us what to do.
Well, I guess it's time to bunker up here. Just gotta hold for 15 minutes.
Affirmative. Get ready. Yes, sir. Check your engineers are set. All in. Tell us what to do. Sir, moving to position.
That is so many hoppers. Rip the fleet liaison, I guess.
We don't have enough supply capacity, sir. Construction complete.
Okay. Very funny. This is gonna be a long haul, isn't it? We are definitely not surviving for 15 minutes like this. Wow. Wow. Are you kidding me?
We've lost contact with the comm space.
The refinery has been lost and with it the operation. Shame on you, Commander. Bro. We're all the way back here? Okay, you know what?
Comm space is operational.
Put it on the revenge list. I will be positioned properly for that 15-minute defense section next time. If I come back to this one. But yeah, good game. Definitely an experience. I think it could be really cool to defend that refinery, but I've been here for an hour 20, and if I have to do all of that again, I'm going to be editing another 2-hour video. Still, really glad I got to play a game that wasn't Warcraft or Starcraft for the first and only, well, the first of 2 times in this series. The next one, though, It's going to be interesting. Until then, signing off.